Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your brother KB Smooth Trucker 78. Coming back to y'all. I know my fans, I know my followers, they've been waiting for me to do a video. Apologize, I can't do videos every day, y'all. I'm working on doing new videos and stuff, and actually getting better, actually getting into doing some editing, maybe like I see some of these other guys and gals on here, but yeah, so I just come to a video, let y'all know, coming off my home time today, y'all. Got to get a couple days home. Brother wasn't feeling too good though, so I didn't really do too much. Kind of just rested, took some cold medicine. Yeah, yeah, just getting back to my truck, y'all. Get ready to go. Got me a pre-plan.
You have 0 new messages. 1 of 2.
8:30. So yeah, they got me a plane coming on home. Got to go back up north, y'all. Got me going back up to I think New Jersey. Yeah, one of these hot loads, y'all. They call it a hot load, basically. With UPS, can't be late, can't be tardy on the delivery, none of that. They want 100% service rate on that, so I'm gonna make sure I'm on my game on that. Gotta do night driving, y'all. Y'all new drivers, like I said, not everybody can do it, but if you can, especially younger guys and gals, y'all should have no problem with that. Make sure y'all don't restrict yourself saying y'all don't want to really do night. And I ain't talking about you got to do night all the time or drive overnight, but hell, you might. Now it gets dark around about pitch black by 6 o'clock in most places, 1800. So you're gonna have to drive in the dark anyway. You might as well go and make that money and go and do it. And I'm gonna talk to y'all too about the new ELD mandate. Let me know, y'all. My video, another one of my new subscribers. Shout out to all my new subs, y'all. Saint for real. Shout out to her, Miss Pearl. Of course, my boy Skinny Wild, Guilty 718, Pink Baby Doll, Loshan, and all my Mikey Holmes, and all my truckers out here. Y'all be safe first and foremost. And always got to thank my Lord, Savior, Jesus, waking us up, see another day. But make sure y'all doing your thing out here. We got a new mandate coming around the corner, y'all. The ELD mandate, yes. So, I just did my safety videos, and our director of safety at my company, he was just talking about that, and it's gonna be some changes, y'all. We already should be familiar with it. Most of us new company drivers, with most of these companies, I know my company, we already had the ELDs installed, and get some of this sun out of here, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see me a little better. So yeah, we already had the ELDs installed, but basically new drivers, just be aware of your time. Just make sure you're running your hours of service properly. Save you some time for parking, and safely, getting somewhere to park. So, and try not to run too close to your hours, so you ain't run into that situation where you're going to be in violation. And if you're getting close, you're under that last, getting close to that last hour, you just call your DM, pull over to a safe, secure place, and call your DM and let them know, like, hey man, hey sir, ma'am, I'm running a little behind, I'm getting short on my hours, I'm gonna have to park, maybe get more time on my load, maybe I have to do a relay. And they know, as new drivers, you're gonna run into that. You're getting new to this game, you're learning hours of service, you're learning your time, so they're not gonna frown upon that. They'd rather you call and let them know what's going on, instead of you trying to push yourselves and like, man, I don't want to. Don't let that pride get in the way. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all new drivers. Don't let pride get in your way. Don't be like, oh man, I'm gonna just run, and hopefully I can get over it. And another thing I tell y'all new drivers, do not log out your car com. In my company, they're gonna give you a written warning the first time you do it, and a 3-day suspension. Then after that, you're on grounds of termination. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. And once they come out with this new ELD mandate in 18th for next month, they pull you over and they run the check on your if you underside drive time. They don't care what the excuse is. That's going to be out of service violation, and fine ticket on going on your license. So make sure you just make sure we're just doing what we're supposed to do out here, guys and gals. That's all I can say about that. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to cheat the system. The system put in place for us. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it is what it is. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to cheat it. Let's just do what the law tells us to do. And we're going to be all right. We'll still be able to make this money. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a little harder on us solo drivers because now we're restricted on how much we can run a day and how many miles, and also with the fleets and the owner operators might be a little, you know what I'm saying? They're going to have to tweak the way they run a little bit. But you're still going to be, if you do your trip planning, plan your time right, you should be able to still making money, still do it safely within the means of the law, y'all. So just make sure we're doing the right thing out here, y'all. Like I said, the hours of service is there. It ain't going nowhere. Ain't no changing it. It's already been approved by Congress. They already will try to fight it. It's here, y'all. It's not going nowhere. So hours of service, new drivers, let's get prepared. Study up on it. If you're just coming into the game, just now getting your CDLs, do some YouTube videos, do some research on it. Just look up FMCSA hours of service. Buy you one of them little books. I have one myself. It's buried in my stuff, y'all, but I got hours of service, the actual book. I got a CSA book. You can purchase them in any truck stop or order them online, but just do some research, learn up on it. That way you don't get out here blindsided with the new rules, y'all. Y'all new just coming in the game, just now getting your CDL. But real quick rundown for y'all new to it that don't know, this is how it works. We all get a clock. We got a 14-hour clock. That's your on-duty clock, and you got your 11-hour total drive time in the day. So what that means is not just the days, but whenever you clock on your shift, whether like me today, I'm gonna be clocking on my shift at around about 15:30, because my load don't pick up till the night, so it's about 3 hours away. So I'm going on duty about 15:30. So from 14 hours from that time, from 15:30 to 14 hours from there is the total time I got to do my driving and on duty time. Now within that time, I got 11 hours of total drive time. That means I cannot drive this truck no more than 11 hours or I'll be in violation. So what that means is you're going to, and then also in between there, you got a mandatory 8 hour. After 8 hours, you have to do a 30-minute break. So that breaks it down to basically 10 and a half hours of your drive time. To me, that's how I do it now. Somebody might get me wrong, give me a thumb down and say, oh, that ain't how you run your hours. You run your hours the way you do it. This is the way I run my hours. This is the way I've been doing it 9 months in the game. So that breaks it down. So now you already got 10 and a half hours. You counting your break in there. So take the break. And also I take off another hour just for me to find a safe and legal, secure place to park. I don't run to my last hour. I mean, I ran into a couple close calls, but for the most part, I try to take all the last hours. So now, boom. Basically, I run a 9.5-hour clock a day. That's how I do it. That way, I hopefully don't have to run into that, running out of hours and trying to find somewhere to park and all that bull mess. So, boom. Now, you new drivers, you'll figure out your own niche or how you want to do it. So, bam. So, that's how you got it. So, now, you got to plan your trip in to that. So, say you got 400 miles to do. You divide that by 50. What is that? That's going to leave you 8 hours approximately 8 hours to get there. Now you add in the 30-minute break and hour, or you can just do it 30 minutes at the end, however you want to do it. So bam, so you can squeeze that in your 11 hours drive time if you plan it right. That means you're going to have to keep the door closed for 4 hours straight, 4 or 5 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? Left door closed, foot on the pedal, boom, and you good. And that's another thing too, new driver. You got to learn how to train yourself too. I mean, you guys and gals that got to stop and do all these different stops, you're going to have to train yourself a little bit. You're going to have to, you're going to have to cut them stops out a little bit. Depending on your load now. Now, just getting in the game, they might work with you. You might get a good load where you're able to stop, have a little leeway. But to me, I try to push myself when I was in training, and my trainer did the same thing. He taught me to push myself. So we ran 4 or 5 hours straight, and that's how I learned how to drive like that. So, but not everybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? Some people got to stop. They got to, work their legs out. They got to go to, everybody's body's different. You got to use the restroom. To each his own. But I'm just saying, new drivers, try to cut out your stop, because every time you stop, you got to learn this, new driver. You're pushing your appointment time back at least 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how long you stop. That's real talk. You look at it, you stop for 15, 20 minutes. Now you just push your appointment time back 30 to 45 minutes. You feel me? So you got to look at that, and you don't want to, and then you're gonna be running into you're late on your appointments. DM's gonna, wonder why you late and stuff like that. So just try if you can push yourself. You know, you got to get out here, you got to learn, but it's also an endurance game. You got to push yourself a little bit. So, but yeah, that's a real quick breakdown, and that's how the hours of service work. So, like I said, you got your 11-hour total drive time, then you got your 14-hour clock. Now, also take in mind when you're waiting at the live unload and unload, that takes your time down. Because once your 14-hour clock matches your drive time, it doesn't matter what you do. You can take all the breaks in the world. Your time is gone. Once it equal out, you're matching your time. It's going to just click. So you got to try to. Hopefully you don't get, but you're gonna run into that anyway. These people I'd have been waiting at shippers. No minimum. I say you can wait at these places is minimum 3 hours. That's minimum. But most time I don't have to wait 4 or 5 hours. But my company pays good on detention time, and as long as we let them know you do your macro 28, 29, let you know time started, stop, and they look out for you. So, but yeah, y'all, like I said, coming off home time, I hope all y'all had a blessed holiday, safe holiday. Your brother feeling a little better, yo. And like I said, the buck don't stop when you're sick. You got to take your cold medicine and all that. I got plenty of cold medicine. I got a whole bag full of my meds that I got to take. I ain't gonna go in exclusive with y'all, but I got see that mucus relief cold, and I got all my regular medicine. I got my vitamins I take. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay healthy out here, young drivers. We got to. You know what I'm saying? Cause the buck don't stop just cause you're sick. I mean, yeah, if you're sick, tell your DM. You know, you're not fit to drive. They understand that, but we got to do this thing out here. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. But just want to do a quick video, let y'all know the hours of service coming around the corner, new drivers. And don't get me wrong, I'm still learning this thing too, but I'm just saying, let's be prepared. We're gonna get pulled in. You're probably gonna get pulled into these weigh stations more often after the 18th of next month. Roadside inspections. They're gonna want you to get in there. Make sure all your paperwork up to date. Make sure you got your logbook. New drivers. All your paperwork. You got your book squared away. This is I keep my book. Make sure you just go through it. Make sure everything, and also that you got your paper law just in case your electronic law ever fails. You got to have that. But make sure all your permits and all your